Hey Canucks fans, welcome to Clay's Canucks commentary for Thursday, September the 20th. I'm Clay Emo at Canuck Clay on Twitter. I'm at Clayton Emo on Instagram, and I'm a founding member of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. I'm in a great mood. I'm in a great mood for a few reasons. Number one, just got off an early morning workout, felt really good, hence the formal attire. My son Sean got his driver's license yesterday, or at least his N. So in BC, it's a graduated system, so that means that the second level, so I'm very excited for him that way. And I'm going to Rogers Arena tonight with Sean. I'll do the driving though, to watch the Vancouver Canucks play their third preseason game in 3 nights, hosting the LA Kings. Last night's game, not so good, especially compared to Tuesday night's game. So last night's game, a 4-1 loss to Calgary. The night before, a 4-2 loss to Edmonton. But last night was, I don't want to say disconcerting, it's only a preseason game. And like I said in yesterday's video, we're not going to get too highs with the highs and too lows with the lows, despite my excitement for Elias Pettersson. But last night, the Vancouver Canucks were basically playing against an AHL squad from Calgary, because all of Calgary's veterans and guys that will likely make the team were off in China and playing against Boston. So the Canucks were playing against a very weak Calgary team, and I guess to match that, or whatever the planning may be, Vancouver dressed a lineup that probably only had 4 NHLers, i.e. guys that will make the team this year. Up front, you had Sutter playing, and you had Leipzig playing, and Gaudette with an outside chance. So that, and then a bunch of guys like Gadjevich and Lind and Palmu. And then on the back end, you had, again, 2 guys playing that will probably play next in a few weeks. That's Edler and Gudbranson, and then Derek Pouliot with an outside chance. And then you had guys like Juolevi and Chatfield playing as well. So really, there's only, and then in goal you had Demko, which I'll get to, and DiPietro. So really, between Sutter, between Leipzig, Edler and Gudbranson, maybe you see those 4 guys on October 3rd. Outside chance to Gaudette up front, outside chance to Juolevi on the blue line. So let's talk about a few things from last night. Thatcher Demko did not have a great game. He even said as much. He maybe hinted at still getting used to new goaltending coach Ian Clark, but he was okay. You know, he's I'm not too worried that he did let in, you know, the 3 goals in 21 shots kind of thing in the first 2 periods. So, you know, I'm not gonna, it wasn't his best performance. You want to see him do well, but given where Markstrom is, where Nilsson is, and relatively hefty contract, not massive, but big enough for Nilsson, Demko would have had to stand on his head to basically make this team and to beat Nilsson out of a spot. And so Demko obviously didn't help his chances. I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be great, you know, a couple years down the road. There's no rush. I think he can still benefit from a full season in Utica, or at least a half season in Utica. But yeah, because of where guys like Demko and Juolevi, who I'll talk about in a sec, where they are, they not only have to just play as well as the other people that they're competing against, they actually have to play much better than them, exceed them, play, make it so the coach has to make a really tough decision. Because if they're only playing just as well as the guys they're trying to beat out, then of course the coach is going to go with the guys who he's used to, the veterans who are on contracts, and so on and so forth. So from that standpoint, Demko did not help his chances for sure. Will he get one more game out of the 5 going forward? Likely Markstrom will play 2 or 3, Nilsson will play 1, and that leaves maybe 1 or at least half of a game for Demko going forward. Another guy I want to talk about would be Olli Juolevi, and that's what I want to talk about for the rest of this video actually. Juolevi's in the same spot. We know that there's 8 defensemen under contract before him. We know that 5 of them are going to make the team for sure. Edler, Tanev, Delzato, Gudbranson, and Stetcher. So those are the 5. The 3 bottom guys you'd say that Juolevi would be battling with are Hutton, Biega, and Pouliot. So there's the 8 guys plus Juolevi. Same reason I use for Demko. Because they have those 8 veterans already, Olli Juolevi will not only have to play just as well as those guys he's trying to beat out, but better than them to make Travis Green and Jim Benning have to make tough decisions. Did he do that yesterday? Well, I'd say Juolevi's game as a whole was stronger than Thatcher Demko's game as a whole. Did he do enough to make the team? We'll see. Obviously, with Juolevi, he'll get more than 1 game. He'll get more than Demko going forward, because of the nature of defense versus goalie, you need 6 D-men and not just 1 goalie on the ice at a time. So look for Juolevi to get at least three of the 5 games coming up, where we'll get another chance to see him. He played a steady, if not unspectacular, game last night, but because he's a left shot defenseman, we know that Edler and Delzato are going to be the top 2. But there's that excuse me, there's that 3rd spot where he can battle Hutton for that spot, where he can battle Derek Pouliot for that spot. On the right side, we know they're locked in with Tanev, with Goodbranson with Stetcher. So Tanev, Goodbranson, Stetcher on the left, on the right, Ether and Delzato on the left. That means there's one spot there. So, and you could say that Pouliot can play both spots. Biega's is mostly right guy. So really, I think that Juolevi would have to outplay and beat out Hutton and beat out Pouliot for that third spot on the left side. That basically that 5-6 D-man. Now, if the Canucks bring 7 or 8 D-men, obviously to the open 8 roster, Juolevi might hit one of those spots. But my gut feeling, just like with Demko, my gut feeling is that Juolevi starts the season in Utica and then comes up. And then, there's going to be injuries. The Canucks always go through about 10, 11, 12 D-men a year. So we know that we're going to see Juolevi at some time during the season. So you got Demko net, you have Juolevi on the back end. And then another bubble player is Adam Gaudette. Played well last night. A lot of energy. He's tough. He's very determined. It's very hard to play against. I see so many good things with Adam Gaudette. But I sound like a broken record. Exact same reason. You got centers in front of him in Horvat, Pettersson, Beagle, and Sutter. I don't think he's going to beat any of those 4 guys out. Maybe if Pettersson slides to the wing, then everyone bumps up. Now Pettersson has a chance. Or maybe Pettersson makes the team as the 13th or 14th forward. But exact same thing. He's got to beat out other forwards. Not just play as well as other forwards. He's got to beat them out. And I'm not sure he's done that already. He'll get another chance too, I'm sure. A few more chances. So all 3, I'm saying the exact same thing. Between Demko, Juolevi, and Gaudette, 3 guys that we want to see in the Canucks lineup. We may see them throughout the year. They might not start with the team though, but with injuries and with development and with roster moves, I think we're going to see all 3 of them. I think Juolevi and Gaudette sooner than Demko, but let's look forward to seeing them on the roster this year, if not on opening night. But like I said, they have to not only play as well as the guys they're beating out, trying to beat out, they have to play much better than them. And I'm not sure any of those 3 guys have done that yet. But there's only been 2 games tonight, Rogers Arena, Vancouver and LA. I'm hoping that I get to see Besser and Pettersson on the same power play unit. We'll see. They're going to announce the lineups a little later. As well, I'm going to buy a jersey. The 5 I have, none of them play for the team. Some of them are retired, and one guy's a goofball. I have Henrik. You'll figure out who's who. I have Henrik and Daniel. I have Roberto Luongo. I have Ryan Miller, and I have David Booth. 5 guys, none of them playing for the Canucks. So tonight, it's either going to be Brock Besser or Elias Pettersson. I'm going to put it on Twitter. Leave a comment below which jersey should I get. I'm going to get one of them tonight for sure. I've already planned it. I already brought the money out. I'm going to do what I got to do. So Canucks fans, leave some comments below. I talked about a few things. I talked about really this whole thing about Demko, Juolevi, and Gaudette. Do you think any of those 3 guys make the team coming out of preseason? Are they going to start the season with the team on opening night, either skating or as an extra? Are you fine with all 3 of them getting some time in Utica first? Again, Demko, Juolevi, and Gaudette. My second question to you is, if you had a choice and you can only pick between one of the 2, yes, I love Horvat, yes, I love Virtanen, but I'm pretty set on going either Brock Besser or Elias Pettersson. Which of those 2 jerseys would you pick? Leave a comment below. I'd love to read it, react, and reply as always. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. Give this video a like if you like what I'm doing on this channel. And thanks for your support. I'm excited, good mood, ready to go. Canucks Kings tonight with my son Sean. I'm the one driving. God bless, and go Canucks go.